Hi, I'm Patrick Wanis for emotionalmojo.com. Anger. What is anger? In an earlier video, I defined anger as the initial response to feeling hurt, injured or wronged, or the initial response to not getting what we wanted. So, if we say initial response, what does that mean? That means that there's another emotion beneath the anger. What could that emotion be? It could be sadness, it could be loss, disappointment, it could be being upset, it could be rejection, it could be helplessness, hopelessness, powerlessness. So therefore, anger is just the initial response and there's another emotion, a deeper emotion beneath the anger. So what therefore is the truth about anger? The truth about anger is that in almost every situation, we're actually angry at ourselves. Now, I know you're going to respond with, whoa, wait a minute, Patrick. What about if someone hurts me? What about if someone does something wrong to me? What about if someone has abused me or cheated on me or betrayed me or lied to me or stolen from me? Why would I be angry at myself? You're right. In the initial instance, we're often not angry at ourselves. It's the second and the third act. Let me explain that. Let's take a relationship in which you're experiencing abuse, or someone's cheated on you or betrayed you. The first time that they do it, it makes sense that you would be angry at them because they hurt you, injured you, wronged you, or you didn't get what you wanted, which was maybe a promise. Maybe they didn't show up. But when that person repeats that behavior and abuses you or hurts you a second and third time, at whom are you really angry? Most likely yourself. Again, let me explain this. On the initial instance, someone's done something wrong to us, we feel angry because they've hurt us. But when they do it a second and third time, what we're really experiencing at a deeper level is a completely different emotion. In other words, maybe we're feeling helpless, hopeless, or powerless. Maybe we didn't set our boundaries with this person that was abusive. Maybe we didn't warn them. Maybe we didn't say, if you do this a second time, I'm out of here. The relationship's over. In some cases, we're actually angry because we're lacking a certain ability. We're angry at ourselves because we didn't do something about it. We didn't stand up for ourselves. We didn't speak up for ourselves. We didn't know how to communicate. We acted out of fear, so therefore we did nothing. The point here is that in almost every case, anger is usually directed at ourselves. Now, consider the many scenarios. Maybe you're angry at your boss. Maybe you're angry at your spouse. Maybe you're angry at your children. Maybe you're angry at your best friend. Maybe you're angry with a colleague at work. Look at each situation. What is really happening? Of course, it's a behavior of someone else. Or you're not getting something you wanted. For example, let's consider a situation at work with a boss. So you want to ask for a rise because you feel you're not being paid what you're really worth. If you don't ask for a rise, you end up becoming angry and frustrated. You end up becoming angry and frustrated at the job and at the boss. But really, you're angry and frustrated at yourself because you haven't stood up for yourself. You haven't communicated, you haven't used your voice, you haven't asked for what you wanted. Now let's look at the next situation. You do ask for what you want, but you don't get it. Well, it makes sense you're going to be angry. Now you're going to feel another emotion beneath that anger. You're actually feeling maybe hopeless or powerless or helpless. You feel that there's nothing I can do about this situation. So if you can't find another job and you feel you have no other choice, then you start to feel trapped. So again, you're not just angry at the situation, you're angry at yourself because you feel or believe you have an inability to do anything about it. Think about a road rage incident. You're driving in traffic, it's a hot day, and all of the traffic almost comes to a standstill. And now you're getting hot and flustered and bothered and you're getting really angry. Is it just the situation in which you're angry? Or are you angry at yourself? Now, what I mean by that is, you're probably angry because you can't do anything about it. You're frustrated because in this situation, you're feeling hopeless and powerless and helpless. Now, my point here is, consider every situation in which you get angry. What is really happening? Of what are you angry about? And what would the answer be to the following question? If I were angry at myself, what would I really be angry about? So in every situation we experience anger, stop and consider what is really going on here? What am I really feeling beneath the anger? And take control and take responsibility and accountability for your reaction and your response. And what I mean by that is, sit down, write out, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? What is my frustration? What is my anger? You're going to find that beneath that anger is something else, another emotion. And again, it could be helplessness, hopelessness, powerlessness, feeling trapped, feeling afraid, not taking any action. You might just be angry at yourself because you've done nothing about it and because you're being controlled by fear. But again, that fear is something over which you do have power. The point here is when you understand the truth about anger, that almost in every case anger is directed at ourselves, by responding to it and finding out what's beneath the anger, what's the real emotion, what's the behavior that we want to change, what's the new skill we want to learn, then we can take control of our lives. Then we can feel much more powerful, we can feel in control of our lives, and we can feel like we are actually able to guide and direct our lives in the way we want. I'm Patrick Wanis for EmotionalMojo.com.